Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Best Today podcast. I am your host, Shantae Grant, and today I want to talk to you about 5 reasons to give journaling a try. Now, I can tell you off the bat, I could give you 5,000. So know that there are more reasons than even this 5, but these 5 in particular ring so true to me and my experience. And so today I want to talk to you about why I think you might want to consider, or why I want to encourage you, heavily encourage you to consider creating a journaling practice in your life. Now, journaling has yielded so many rewards in my own life, and I've actually introduced journaling to my daughter, who is just shy of 10 years old. She'll be 10 in less than a month, and I can already see the many benefits in her life. It's given her, my daughter, a safe space to write, to release her feelings in ways that I can tell that she can't verbalize in the moment, but she does a beautiful job of articulating. And the reason I'm saying this is because not only does she journal for herself, and sometimes she does show me, I do not read it unless she shows it to me, but we actually journal back and forth, me and her, to each other. And I can see how she is able to process things so much better and so well and so really eloquently through writing, through journaling. And she also uses it to document things that matter to her. And if this can work so powerfully for a 9-year-old, and she's been journaling maybe for at least 1 to 2 years, I know that it can be very impactful for you and in your life. You know, the same can be true for you. I know the same is true for me. And because I know the universal power of journaling, I had to bring this conversation and this topic to you on the podcast. Now, I do want to be very clear. Journaling does not have one look, right? There is not one right way to journal. There are many ways to journal, and you get to make it your own, which is really what one of the fantastic things about it. You know, last year, 2022, we surveyed our audience, and 61.5%, so over half, the majority, said that they didn't journal, but they wanted to start a practice of journaling in their lives. They just didn't know how to start, where to start, or journaling just seemed too complicated. What do I write? What do I do? And so I want to help you with that and talk through that in this episode as well. And whether you're listening and you're an avid journaler, you journal often, or you're a sporadic journaler, you journal, in seasons or times or when specific things happen, or about specific things, or whether you've never journaled or you're anywhere in between, today I'm talking to you about 5 reasons to consider a journaling practice. And if you already do, 5 reasons why I want to make sure you're getting these 5 benefits out of journaling, right? Because the benefits, like I mentioned, go beyond those that I'm going to discuss today. There are actually many scientific and medical reasons why journaling is so impactful and good for your health, your emotional health, your mental health. I'm going to give you 5, but know again that there are likely 5 million. But let's start with these 5, and I hope that they will really spark you to begin a journaling practice in your life that is true and unique to you and works for you, okay? So let's get to those 5. Number 1, journaling slows you down. When you sit down to handwrite, especially in this digital world that we live in, it automatically slows you down. Right? If you are looking to find stillness and space in your day-to-day, in your life, journaling can help you to create a practice that slows you down. So if you journal for no other reason but to slow yourself down, that in itself is benefit alone. When you can experience and feel your inhales and exhales, where you can just be and think or feel. I love journaling because it slows me down, whether I'm writing morning, noon, or night, right? Even if it's the last thing I do before sleep, the first thing I do in the morning, in the middle of the day, at any point in time, it slows me down, not only physically in that I'm sitting and I'm writing, but also just in my body. My body has the chance to sit and be and feel, and I'm going to talk about this soon, and release. And so actually that's number 2, but it slows you down is the number 1 thing, okay? And I've already teased to number 2, so let's get there. Number 2, it provides a way to release and pour out. I have found in journaling, it's a great way to let go of something that I might be holding on to. And really, many times journaling helps me to uncover what I might need to release. It's in the writing process and thinking and letting the pen really take the lead. Journaling coupled with prayer has helped me to let go of any and everything that I might be carrying or holding on to that I don't need or want to, right? But journaling provides that form of release, letting it out, getting it out on paper, just like how I talk about when we talked about clearing your mind and you writing it out. It is a form of release. Journaling is also a form of release. Your body feels differently after allowing yourself to have that release in writing and journaling. It provides you with a way to acknowledge and release your emotions, thoughts, truths, anything that you might be holding on to, which actually leads me to number 3. So number 2 is it provides a way to release and pour out, which really benefits your body mentally, emotionally, and even physically. Number 3, journaling unearths your subconscious. This is, I will never forget the day I was journaling and I wrote something that kind of shocked me because I had never thought that before. I never said it. I never articulated it in a way, even in my own thoughts, in conversation with people I trust. I just revealed something about myself, but in writing, my hands wrote the words. And it was something I had never thought or said out loud, but there it was in front of me. There is something about the power of the pen and it's going and you're giving it the freedom to do that. It really helps to uncover what is going on in your heart and mind, including things you may have never even spoken before. In writing, your body, your mind, your heart, it finds a way to get out what's going on inside. And if you make the space and time and allow it to come to the surface, you are going to reap so many benefits. Even if initially they're hard truths and hard challenging things, but those are necessary, right? To go through them or to overcome them. Journaling is powerful. Some truths and feelings and thoughts, our mouths just won't allow us to say, or our minds won't allow us to think or admit on our own. But writing somehow provides that freedom and helps you to really uncover what's going on in your head or heart. So if you have something that has been there in your mind, journaling is going to help with that, which actually, I did not do this on purpose, but it leads me to number 4. Number 4, the 4th reason to give journaling a try is that it can give you clarity. Have you been overthinking something? If you are an overthinker, I really want to encourage you to start journaling. Write about it. Stop thinking about it and just write about it, right? I have found so much clarity in journaling over a period of time. It's a safe space to get out what's on your mind, or what's before you, or the decision or the options. Journaling can help to give you clarity. At Best Today, we exist to help women just like you be your best one today at a time. So each week on the podcast, we are going to highlight your stories and your voices. So let's see what's in the inbox today. Today, we have a 5-star review of our How to Preview and Plan Your Months, Weeks, and Days guide from Rachel. Rachel writes, "It's easy to use and thorough, all caps, way to get your life together. This guide is perfection. It's easy to follow and incredibly thorough. There are both explanations and examples for each section. Highly recommend doing a read through of all the pages and then sitting down and working through your month, week, and or days with the guide there to, guide you. It really does guide you through the entire process, and each step is key to making planning your life the best it can be." Thank you, Rachel, for sharing your 5-star review. And she is correct. You can get this manual right now. As soon as you order it, it's delivered to you immediately, teaching you how to preview and plan your months, weeks, and days. It includes examples, definitions, mock-ups, frequently asked questions, everything you need to proactively plan and preview your months, your weeks, and your days. You can order yours right now at besttoday.co/CTONE. That's Ctone You'll know what that means once you download it. That is the method I teach for previewing your months and weeks, and I teach you a different one for your days. It's all there ready for you right now. You could be reading it within the next 2 minutes. We'll link to it also in the show notes today. But again, that is besttoday.co/CTONE if you'd like to download yours right now. Thank you, Rachel, for that 5-star review. I found so much clarity in writing and journaling my thoughts, what's on my mind, the things that I need to do, the things that I want to do, the decisions that are before me, life, business. I just have found amazing clarity about the direction that I want to go for both business and life through journaling. So number 4 is that journaling can help to give you clarity. Number 5 is so important. Number 5 I can't, they're all really big and major, but number 5 is this. When you start a practice of journaling, which just means trying to incorporate it in your life, however that looks for you, it lays a foundation for you to make time and space for yourself to actually do the journaling, right? And that act is an act of doing something for yourself, which for your benefit, right? It then helps you to be introspective and honest, and you take that act of care for yourself, that act of slowing down, that act of tapping into yourself, and you take that outside of journaling into your life, right? Especially once you become more consistent with your journaling, what happens is it has ripple effects throughout your life. You have become, you have made it a practice, a part of your being, your life, to do things that are good for you, that call you inward, that call you, I think that really is the best way to say it, that actually make you sit down and be with yourself and listen to yourself, that when you're out in the world, now you've taught yourself this skill that you're going to now start listening to yourself, being more attuned with yourself. Rather than always checking the external feel of the room, you're going to check in the feel of yourself. How am I right now? How do I feel about this? Everyone else seems to think this way, but it doesn't actually really feel right in my body, in my being. And you're going to start learning to honor that because of this act, right? That's what I love so much about good habits, is that they have ripple effects in other areas of our lives. We start taking those benefits and those practices and the roots and the foundation into other parts of our lives. And that is something that also happens when you start journaling. It has this ripple effect in your life where you're going to tap into yourself like you do when you're writing and journaling, out in the real world, out in the wild. And that comes with time, but it's a skill. It's not a skill, but it's a, what's the word? It's the result, right, of doing that, of creating this practice. You're going to find that your mind and your body is going to start being more in tune to check in with yourself, right? And let me be clear about these 5 things and about journaling. I'm talking about handwriting, right? Because I know some people are going to ask, well, what about I type my journals or I record them? Great if you do those things. That's not what I'm talking about today. So in addition to that, I want to invite you to write. Journaling is a pen, pencil to paper act. Please consider giving journaling a try if you have not before. And remember, it doesn't have to look like what it looks like for someone else you know or what you've seen. It doesn't even mean, it doesn't mean writing pages upon pages unless you want to. Some days I do find myself writing 4 or 5 pages. Some days it might be a paragraph, right? Some days it's a page. It doesn't have to be every day unless you want it to be. But whatever it is that you can incorporate in your life, I highly recommend creating space for a journaling practice in your life. I have made a way for you to get started if you are new to journaling or you want to pick back up or you want to try a way that's more sustainable and doesn't feel pressured to do every day. And that is the Anytime Today Journal. I talk more and all about the Anytime Today Journal in episode 104, which is just the episode right before this one. So just tap back. The Anytime Today Journal, it's a simple and effective way for you to check in with yourself as often as you want or need. Inside, there are 4 prompts. Today I am, today I feel, today I need, today I want. And it provides a simple way to normalize those conversations within yourself. How are you? How am I? How do you feel? How do I feel? What do you need? What do I need in this moment? My body's trying to tell me something. I'm going to pause and honor that and think about what that is. What do you want? What is it that I want right now? Everyone else wants this, but is that actually what I want? Or do I just want what because that's what they wanted? Or is what I really want just to be accepted, and that's why I'm doing the thing that I'm doing? Man, woman, what would our world be like if more people took the time to really dwell on those 4 things? Today I am, today I feel, today I need, today I want. It provides a simple way to really normalize those conversations within yourself. How are you? How do you feel? What do you need? What do you want? You can get the Anytime Today journal at besttoday.co. I'll link in the show notes more information about the journal as well. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go over the 5 reasons because I really, really, really want you to consider a practice. It will, 1, help to slow you down. 2, provide a way to release. 3, it will help you to unearth what's really going on in some areas, that subconscious. 4, it'll give you clarity. And 5, it's going to have a ripple effect in your life. So those are 5 reasons why I want you to give journaling a try. Let me know if you're going to give it a try. If you're already a journaler, let me know that as well. You can come and chat with me anytime in the Best Today community over at besttodaycommunity.com. Your first 3 days are absolutely free. Join us at any time at besttodaycommunity.com. You can also always text us. We love talking with you via text at 404-737-1002. All right, my friends, those are my 5 reasons that I wanted to share with you. Until we talk again next time, thank you so much for being present with me for this week's episode of the Best Today podcast. Please give journaling a try. And I'm going to say double please give it a try with the Anytime Today journal. If you are looking for a place to start, it is going to be that friend that you want to take with you everywhere so that you can journal at any time, hence the name Anytime Today journal. Until next time, remember that you are capable. Yes, you are. You are worthy. Yes, you are, of being your best, one today at a time. And you have everything you need to have everything you want. So go on and shout it out as you continue to live it out. This is what my best today looks like. Thank you so much. I will talk to you on the next episode. And if you haven't, go back to 104 and listen to that episode about the Anytime Today journal. If you enjoyed this week's episode of the Best Today podcast, you are going to love the Best Today guide. Our Better Than a Planner guide teaches you how to get clear on what you want, identify your self-destructive habits and behaviors, and intentionally create space to prioritize yourself every single day. Don't go the journey to being your best one today at a time without the Best Today guide. See inside its pages and order yours today at besttodayguide.com. Even better, when you order the Best Today guide, we gift you with your first month free inside of the Best Today membership. So what are you waiting for? We're giving you everything you need to trade busy for intention. Go to besttodayguide.com and order yours today and join thousands of women across the globe proclaiming each day, this is what my best today looks like.